my fellow Scouts Troopers to a Total War Rise of Mordor battle replay today. It's a nice 2v2 siege here at Adoras. Today's replay comes from John, who's commanding Rohan. His allies today is Leon, commanding Gondor, Leon Trotsky, or Trotsky. Their opponents today are Trikkert, commanding Guldur, and One Bot, commanding Isengard. If you guys want to see your own Total replay featured here on this channel, you can send it to my email at scoutsoventertainment@gmail.com. You can post it to me directly on Discord via direct message. You could join my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, and post it there. It'd be a privilege to have you. Or you can simply post a replay on the Rise of Mordor Discord, and tagging me in that one always helps as well. Now, we've got the attackers here coming up on either side of the Adoras city, but curiously enough, we got Isengard here approaching the north side of the city. Now, what I was a little bit confused about that before is because we've always seen the attackers, including myself, approach Adoras from this side of the city because it's just closer to the citadel. Now, coming this way does have its merits. It's usually unprotected, but as you can see here, Gondor is set up a nice defense waiting for him to come in. We don't usually see a defender ever hold this position of Adoras before, so it's a little bit new. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully Gondor's ready for him. We have here some Pinnacle Spearmen out front, along with some Gondor infantry backing them up. Another unit of Pinnacle Spearmen, not as spread out as our opponent friends. Oh no, we've got 3 units of them here. I thought maybe we had 2, but we have 3 units of Pinnacle Spearmen here. We've also got some Knights of the Silver Swan, generals in this unit on the front lines. Gondor archers behind them. And then we have some Warriors of Nuzlocke. They're gold chevron here. Double gold chevron. Don't usually see defenders allowed to bring gold chevron units. And shock, no less. Gondor spears over here. And if they get through all that, which will take a long time, we have Gondor archers, 2 units here, 2 more units. I'd say Isengard really struggle. They have to actually smash their way through. They need to get a foothold inside Adoras in order to use their archers. Crossbows need a direct line of sight. They're going to be much harder to use in this area, in this scenario. So, you know, good luck to Isengard there. Gondor archers already firing at the incoming troops, stunning the tribesmen. Very poor armor, very poor missile block chance. Ideal to hit, they are shock after all. Probably should have brought them in on the right side of the attack, where the other ladder is. There's no archers nearby. I think these ones here, these other tribesmen are out of range. Now if we go over here, we see Guldur Onega, or Onegia. I don't know. People say it differently all the time. Trebuchet here is heavily damaged. It's on its last legs, but is known for being pretty darn accurate. The Onega is triple gold chevron. Most of the units here are triple gold chevron. He set up a very nice perimeter here around his general. Probably because he was knowing he's going to be facing off against Adoras and he was just afraid John was going to bring a ton of Rohan cavalry. That would be the only reason I would think he'd adopt this kind of formation around his general. He seems overly protective of it. We got here some Mirkwood trackers. Triple gold chevron, jeez. Can't get over that. We have some Guldur blades here. Lots of Guldur blades. Champions of all Guldur. Pushing up siege towers, so these guys here are going to go in on the first wave. Now John's defense here is a little bit strange. We have just some sword thanes on the left flank, and there is nothing that's behind them backing them up if they break through here. From a Lucas attack, we got Dol Guldur coming in. He's going to hammer these sword thanes 2-on-1, champions of Dol Guldur no less. The best melee infantry that Dol Guldur can bring, along with their decent Guldur blades as well. Shock. Now, if they get through here, they can easily fold up the entire defensive line, and all these units here could be in jeopardy.
Our ally is attacked.
Now, John could mitigate this risk. He could send up another unit on this hill to back up, or send in to support the sword thanes from this angle. Or if he has any javelins, bring them up, throw the javelins into the Guldur blades or the champions of Dol Guldur. I mean, this is the kind of unit you want to use your ammunition on. Especially from this angle, you could shoot straight into their flank. But instead, John is just going to let them fight it out.
Our walls are under attack.
Now he does have some Guard of the Golden Hall, which is the best Rohan infantry that they can bring, and they can hold this choke point with these two units for a long time. So, you know, they're not going to get to the Citadel anytime soon, but Jon risks losing his entire force here if they break through either flank. That probably is why Guldur is putting so much pressure on either flank. He wants to break through because he knows he can just, once he's through, he can start folding up either side of Rohan's forces. And he's got Garrison of the Hornburg, which could be stationed over here to fire into the enemy if it looks like they could be breaking through. Use the archers to drive the enemy back, relieve the pressure on his front lines. Now we've got Mirkwood trackers coming in. They're not known for doing a lot of damage, even at Triple God's Chevron. I really wonder how much of a threat they truly are. Champions of Guldur are almost through. Okay, this is a huge problem here for Jon. What's he going to do about it? We've got some early men at arms coming in, but the line is looking very thin in multiple places now. Jon's entire defense here is crumbling, and he has nothing to support his army, and they're through. What I feared would happen is happening. And Champions of Guldur, he's got to have like 2 or 3 units over here firing on these guys. He should be literally pouring everything he's got into this section right now. 2 units of archers over here, 1 unit on the right. They could be shooting the champion. Oh, they are. Okay, so Jon is doing it right over here, shooting directly into their flank. Very nice. Meanwhile, Isengard's storming through. I thought he would struggle, but he's actually making quick work of this defense. There's some Pimlican and Spearmen here, pinned against the wall. Shooting the White Hand Stormers in the back. Well, Gondor definitely needs a win.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle. Unit is running from the enemy.
Okay, Gondor's forming up his next wave of defense. We have the Uruk-hai crossbows. I did say they would be struggled to be used here. Unless you got a foothold inside the city, and he's got a foothold. See, the White Hand Stormers have such huge shields, you can't imagine the Gondor Spearmen will be able to do much to them. The silver lining to this though is that the Gondor archers can get some nice shots into the White Hand Stormers and the Uruk-hai infantry. We can see Gondor coming in, bringing in a few of their archers. One of them has a depleted archer unit. Good news for him though, if he goes to the supply barrel over here, he can get his archer unit refilled. I don't know if John still has his archer barrel over here. He's got 2. So maybe he can still use it. This unit of Guldur blades here down to 68. We have some early men at arms coming in by themselves. I'm not sure what they're trying to accomplish. Now he's trying to consolidate his defense over here. Guldur blades fighting the axe thieves.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
The axe saints here looking exhausted and very bloody. The element arms being hammered into the flank.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Where's the cop in it? And they're being pursued by Guldur forces. Oh, will they get there? They're pursuing them.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Where's he running off to? Nope, they've resumed the pursuit. No, he's given up. I have no idea what they're doing. Guldur blades here starting to waver. Alien men at arms. Looks like they're actually going to hold the gate, but reinforcements are coming in, and we've got Guldur pikes coming in. And it doesn't look like Rohan has anything to actually counter that. They need their archers to shoot the pikes. It doesn't look like John has any pikes around the area. He does have archers though. They still do have ammunition. They should be running their archers down to that supply barrel to try and refill them. And instead, Gondor is just moving his archers along with the garrison of the Hornburg back to be used as melee forces later. That's a mistake. The supply barrel was there to be used. They needed that. Knights of the Silver Swan looking to get back before the way is cut off. Gondor spear infantry still holding after all this time. They've lost almost half. 81 there, so that's 24 on the other side. But these spearmen there will be holding out against more higher quality Isengard forces. So that's why this unit's more depleted than the other side. We've also got Uruk Berserkers over here now too.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
More forces coming in. Surely Isengard's risking friendly fire. Now the White Hand Stormers against most melee forces, including spearmen, mid to light tier spearmen. I would place the Gondor spear infantry in the mid tier category. I know this is very heavy spear infantry, but you never really see the spears get too many kills in previous battles. They're a good holding unit. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're holding back this tide, but eventually they will succumb to the weight of it. Dozen tribesmen here broken. I can't get in close because of the fence. And they got a good missile block. Alright, so the outer defense is crumbling. We have... what do we have? We have some Gondor sword infantry moving down a path where there is no way they're going to get back to the Citadel. If he comes this way, he can rejoin with his allies over here and use this force later on in a layered tiered defense to the Citadel. Instead, he's going to throw it to the wolves, essentially. I mean, they've lost 50 kills. They lost 50 troops, sorry, they've taken 50 kills. 50 casualties, is. Keep your wording right, Micka. Alright, now if you're Guldur in this situation, looking at the defense as it is, send in the pikes. Send in the Guldur pikes along with the spear infantry in support to act as their shields. There is no archer units nearby in the first layer of defense here towards the Citadel. I call this the first layer. I think it's straightforward what Guldur needs to do here. Send up the Guldur pikes, engage, send all the pikes he has really into these guys, and they'll just nail them. Send in the spear infantry, the melee infantry, but honestly, just send in the pikes first, and then use the mass of the forces just to move up and overwhelm the defenders. Bring up the archers, lay up the archers here in a nice line. Try and put some pressure here on the defending archers if they can hit them. Keep the defending archers away from this frontal assault. And the defenders are starting to layer up here. And we got Guldur blades coming in, but that's a mistake. People are usually fearful of sending in pikes in the first place because they're afraid of being shot at by javelins and crossbows and archers. Because very few of them, if any, have decent shields. Practically no shields and very little armor. But this is the ideal scenario to use pikes here.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
I mean, look, how many units of pikes does he have? I can see one for sure. I thought I saw 3 before, but if he's just got the one, maybe that's why he's afraid to use it. You know, use it and lose it. Maybe he's just afraid to use it. We have the Oniga trying to hammer the defense here. I've tried to do that myself. It's a very satisfying feeling when you get one good connecting hit. But in my experience, it's not that easy to get a good hit. I wonder how many shots he used just to take out the trebuchet. It still looks like he has half ammunition. It says here he still has 3 Oniga with him. His general is way outside the city. He doesn't want to risk him at all. And he wants to save his Guldur pikes for the late game. Don't know why he wants to do that, because Isengard has 4 units of Uruk-hai pikemen, so the attackers have no shortage of pikemen, which means Guldur can be a bit more relaxed with using them. Doesn't need to keep them or use them so conservatively. You know, this is Gondor archers. Early men at arms. Excellent armor, excellent melee defense, average missile block. Not a single kill to their name though, yet. Unlucky. Isengard is going to strengthen the mass of the attack, maybe? Or they're just providing encouragement. The general is now being shot at. Gondor's committing his general. Poor melee defense. It's a strange unit then to put your general in.
Nothing remains of this unit now.
So Isengard's soldier was hyper aggressive, and now he's surrounded. Alright, he's down. We've got some troops here just wavering and they haven't even engaged. The real question is, what are they waiting for? Honestly, I'm thinking John's liking that. You've got the attackers are wasting a lot of ammunition here on a archer unit that's out of ammunition that is not too good in melee combat. And it is an ideal magnet for enemy archers. Clearly. Again, we have a supply barrel over here. I don't know if they've used it at all, but they should be using it. It's there for a reason. They can get Gondor archers or Rohan archers back in the game. And we have a unit here of archers that could be reloaded at will. So it's a little bit disappointing we can't see that.
A unit has fired all of its ammunition.
See, a lot of players don't use the barrels because they don't know they can. Right now, Rohan forces is just doing a little bit of sightseeing that we're seeing on these new foes inside their walls. Guldur is probably waiting for Isengard. Rohan is pulling back on Gondor's general. Maybe the Uruk-hai pikemen moving in, spelling the end for the Gondorian archers. Backed up by the Uruk-hai berserkers. Nicely done. He's got copped an arrow to the shoulder. You can tell he's feeling it. Gondor archers just reforming. They're tired, they're exhausted. Jeez, where's the blood? Now, I'm seeing some slashing, I'm seeing some blood go up. Gondor archers go, yes, we won, we killed them. And then, oh crap, we forgot about the rest of them. Imagine that war story. We defeated them, we cheered, and we turned around only to get slaughtered. And only the most cowardly among us were the first to run and get away. Like me. Now Gondor soldiers there, waddling away in shame. Meanwhile, Gondor is setting up a defense here. Jeez, he really trusts Jon to hold the line. And Gondor probably needs to bring down their forces from the citadel up top. The cavalry here should also be brought down, and I think Jon has plenty of time here to move his forces out of the way, get the cav down here to just charge, do cycle charges. He can destroy the infantry here, he can destroy, well, the archers. I'm not sure to an extent the spearmen, you know, 50-50. These do appear to be light spearmen. We see phantoms get destroyed by cavalry all the time, especially heavy cavalry. So, you know, I think Jon's cav here can destroy all the immediate forces in the vicinity. There's no real threat to them. The only danger, I suppose, is the archers. But as long as the cav is embedded in their own forces, like in the enemy's forces, then it makes the archers more difficult for getting a shot onto them. Or, I'm sorry, I'll rephrase that. It makes it more difficult for the enemy archers to get a shot on them. Cavalry's under fire, but should be able to avoid a lot of those arrows. Still in range. John just needs to put them over here, and then he's good. So the Axemen lost them like I really need it here. Again, I'm in for a long grindy one here. You know, Gondor does have some archers nearby, but who are they? Just standard Gondor archers. Look, Isengard can play this one of two ways. They can bring up their crossbows to shoot and weaken the frontline defences of Gondor as they move up, you know, kind of leapfrog the defence, move up, shoot, weaken, send in infantry to clear up that unit, move forward, then get your crossbows up again, shoot at the next layer of defence, then send the infantry again in after them. Just keep doing it like that, you know. Or send in the pikes. Send in the pikes with some decent melee forces. He's obviously used his berserkers. The Yorkshire infantry would do. The White Hand Stormer is also a very good choice. Those units combined would definitely push through most defences that don't, most defences that don't contain pikemen. And fortunately for the attackers here, neither Gondor nor Rohan has pikes, that I recall. Just head up here and see what they got. Now we've got Prince Coast Guards. Oh no, we've got Fountain Guard. I forgot about the Fountain Guard, my bad. Fountain Guard, one of the best pike units in the game. I shouldn't forget that. But they're up there, not down here. Yeah, it looks like these Guldur pikes here have taken some fire. And he's shooting these archers which are out of ammunition. Again, that's water off Gondor's back. I'm sure he doesn't really care much. Defenders being shot at, but they don't seem to mind it too much. Boys are getting weak. They're still in there, just. Rohan pikemen being shot at by enemy archers. Nice work here from Guldur. If the attacker's gonna let you shoot his pikemen, by all means, take that deal every day. It's a little bit crazy. Isengard's just letting his Rohan pikeman get shot. I know he's got 3 other units here in reserve, but pikemen, especially if you're an attacker, is more valuable to you than gold itself. It's pikemen that will get you through those tough choke points, those tough grindy choke points. The pikeman will be the unit that gets you through, almost every time. So you want to protect them. You want to keep them as healthy as you can for as long as you can. I don't know, these Uruk-hai crossbows obviously can't fire. Oh yeah, they're starting to fire now. Isengard fire coming in a little bit more frequently now. Okay, archers moving up, looking for some payback. Uruk-hai archers obviously leading the charge. We got here Warriors of Losnark. They are being held back deliberately until the attackers manage to push the defenders back further enough that Axemen Losnark could get an ideal charge into their right flank. But as I say this, they're actually moving away, which is a little surprising because I thought he was setting that up for an ambush by the Axemen Losnark. Alrighty. Yeah, look, this is a good opportunity for John to initiate a strong counterattack. He's got forces in place. He should be cycle charging the hell out of these guys. There is almost no opposition to his cavalry, aside from those archers in the distance there, but that is it. He can do a lot of damage before those archers really do a dent in his cavalry. I think the defenders do have a small amount of ammunition left. And honestly, maybe they should use it up on these guys just to weaken them a little bit so that they can't affect the cavalry too much if they get in range of them, you know? No, it looks like he's falling back. Hopefully he falls back to the supply barrel. I mean, I wish they'd just go for the supply barrels already. I remember one time in the siege we kept using all the supply barrels we could at our disposal, and we won the siege because we did that. Had we not done that, then we wouldn't be able to keep firing on the enemy, keep weakening them, to the point where they couldn't break through our defense anymore. Warriors Lost Ark here do not have the best shields. As it says, poor armor. Very poor missile block chance, and he's put them on the front lines here. Oh wait, hang on. There's some early men at arms here, down to 31 though. And the Warriors Lost Ark have taken refuge behind them. This is a strange positioning here from the Isengard player. This unit of infantry here probably should be brought back behind the crossbows, because the crossbows here will make short work here of the early men at arms, which are already heavily damaged. And once they get through them, the Warriors Lost Ark will fall very fast to those crossbows. Gondor has got his general here in range of the enemy archers. You don't want that. If you can avoid it, you should. We got a full unit of Uruk-hai crossbows coming up. Probably we'll have the general in range. And if Gondor's going to leave his general there, then Isengard should just let him have it. It's strange that unit like that has poor melee defense. I imagine they wouldn't do that well against the White Hand Stormers. Here we go.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Okay, crossbows here are being obstructed by their own infantry, so Isengard is acting as his own worst enemy here. Alright, unleash hell, guys. Great opportunity, shooting him right in the back.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
I would have thought the crossbows would have had been ranged for a little bit longer. Gondor, they're getting away with it. Just. I mean, this is the only real opportunity Rohan has to use their cavalry. They will struggle to use it almost anywhere else if he chooses to use it up and towards the capital, the citadel. Oh, come on, follow the cavalry down there. The cavalry can protect these archers to a degree. No, they're not going to do it. Bugger. Well, Isengard should probably run up and try and catch this unit of axe thanes before they can retreat. They appear to be just standing there. We got Isengard being a little sneaky here with the Uruk-hai crossbows. But Rohan has an opportunity here to be equally as sneaky. Run his cavalry and come up the hill here and try and charge into the flank of these Uruk-hai crossbows, which have some Uruk-hai pikes nearby, but if they get in there fast enough unnoticed, then he could take out a few of them, at least 20 or 40. Servants of the Eye are pretty much going to be useless here in this upper fight, I'm probably going to call it. I mean, there's no way they can get a decent charge. They're going to be charging right into spears, you have to think, which will be protecting most of the choke points. But the defenders here are falling back. It's too bad Isengard doesn't have any sappers, so he can just blast his way through most of the choke points that the defenders set up. Alright folks, not much has happened since we last left off. Alright folks, Merkle Track is charging in to the Fountain Guard, who are set up along with the guards of the Golden Hall. A super solid defensive line here. The Merkle Trackers are not going to make any headway here whatsoever. They're going to be poked to death. filled to death, gutted to death, however you want to say it. The point is they're all going to die. The trackers have come back for more. Seriously, to be told to be charged into this, I would have no hesitation in actually deserting if I was ordered to do that. Attack a heavily armoured defensive line here with nothing but a short, rusty dagger. And virtually no armour whatsoever. Like Servants of the Eye here charged in and struggled to make any headway at all. We got crossbows here pouring it in. Guards of the Golden Hall here really helping to protect the Fountain Guard from incoming fire. Those arrows there from the tower are definitely doing some damage there to the White Hand Stormers. And we are down to the last 10 minutes, guys. White Hand Stormers are taking casualties. Casualties that the attackers can't afford. The crossbows, however, I think can take casualties. The crossbows are the ones that should be brought up to fire into these guys. Gondor just sends up another unit with strong shields. The Urukai pikemen are the ones needed here. Oh, the Rohan here are falling back. Gondor just wants to hold here on his own.
Take command! Keep fighting!
Urukai pikes moving up. Servants of the Eye coming up again. Down to 14. You shouldn't expect to get too far here. Now he's coming back because he has nothing to lose. Knights of the House of Earl just lurking around in the background there. Alone took a heavy shot from their own tower. Got pikemen coming in, so they were saving their archers for the pikes.
The unit's ammunition is spent and it can no longer fire.
They really got to stop firing. Oh, that would hurt. What happened? The Gondorian forces are being slaughtered. Seems to be almost nothing the Axemen or Lost Nut can do to stop it. I think they fared better. Garrison of the Hornburg coming in. This is when those archers would be needed. Man's about slightly in favour of the defenders. Alright, how much ammunition do they have left? Almost out. Bugger. And they got nothing left after this. That's it, they're out. They're almost out of ammunition, which means they're going to be forced to attack soon. With everything they've got. Their best hope of doing this is to stack up the pikes together, move in with the right-hand stormers, pretty much move in with everything, but send in the pikes first, then send in everything else. Maybe the combined weight can push through this defense and do some serious damage to it at the same time. You gotta be wondering to yourselves, when will John decide to use that cavalry unit in the background there? He doesn't have much time left to use it. Ooh, a small jump there. Both sides here have taken heavy damage. He's dead. We've got Knights of the Silver Swan. I didn't see Gondor bring these guys before. Servants of the Eye is still around after all this time. Defenders here appear to be just holding on by a thread. More troops coming in. You know, Gondor archers. Gondor cavalry. So Gondor has plenty of cavalry at their disposal. Unfortunately, they can't use it. Not against the pikes. Knights of the Silver Swan. So imagine that. So Gondor obviously dismounted their Swan Knights, ran them all the way down to the bottom of the city, and now walked them all the way back up to their horses. They can definitely do more good on their horses than off. One minute and 22 on the clock. This seems to suggest to me that the attackers don't have any confidence in their ability to puncture through this defense. And they just don't want to waste their time, possibly.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
We have here 1047 to 1660. Attackers have a lot at their disposal, especially 2 pike units, 2 full pike units. Gondor, so Rohan and Cav finally on the move.
The enemy has obliterated an entire unit.
Yeah, Rohan probably shouldn't charge at these guys head on. If you can charge from the sides or the rear, that's great. But always try to avoid a head-on charge against White Hand Stormers in particular. Never works out well. And they gave up. It looks like the attackers. Okay, so Leon Trotsky there. His best performances were the Erlen Men-at-Arms on 258 and 171. The rest of them did nowhere near as well, with the exception of the Garrison of the Hornburg on 182, 112 and 173. For Guldur, well, his champions here did alright. 110 and 138. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, 130 as well. For the Guldur Blades, 157, 113, 147, 189, 102. And we have 7th to the Eye got an impressive 271 kills. Not bad at all. Okay, Leon and one bot. So Leon here. He had the Phantom Guard here on 119 and Gondor Archers at 105. Isengard. Uruk-hai infantry ranging from 90 to 210, 3 units getting over 100 kills, 1 getting over 200. The other White Hand Stormer units 98 to 168. Uruk-hai Berserkers 86 to 90. It's a respectable score. And what else we got? That appears to be that. So, thank you to John for sending me the replay. If you want to see your own replay featured here on the channel, guys, you can send it to my email at scoutsomentertainment@gmail.com. You can also post it to my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance. You could also send it to me directly on Discord via private message, or you can simply post a replay on the Rise of Mordor Discord and tag me in there also helps. This is Micka from Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Goodbye my fellow Scout Troopers, catch you in the next Total War battle.